peace. Before we get started, it's imperative that I start this video with the right spiritual energy. So let me start by saying peace to the guys and goddesses out there that's tuned in right now. Peace means positive energy, always creates elevation. Alright? So I want to give y'all a quick update. So as you can see, we're working on our presentation. Shout out to our graphic artist. This is a very powerful symbology right here on this cover art right here. But let's get right to it. So today I want to speak with you all real quick about, let me show you something. Let's pull it up. All right. So you know who that is. That's us, your ancestors. This is how Black and Latinos originally looked. Our pigmentations were either a blue like this, which they showed you in Avatar. All right. See the Kundalini energy, third eye, pineal gland, very powerful energy. And if we wasn't this color, we were green, a green pigment. You seen that in Guardian of the Galaxy, or a red pigment, which they showed you in Hellboy. All right. So today we'll be touching on a quote. All right. In this university, I want to show you guys how you are gods and goddesses, how and why. All right, because a lot of people don't know why. All right, we right now we're working. If you've been keeping up with my lectures on Facebook Live, we're in the middle of the different spells used to control the Blacks and Latinos. All right, so we're basically going through the weaponry which these reptilian shapeshifters, along with their other extraterrestrial allies and the human beings, have used to keep the gods at bay. All right, so let's start with let's go straight to Google. I want to pull up the quote first. Cause see, these human beings, all right, they don't create anything because they lack souls. All right, so they literally spent their entire existence on our planet since they invaded us 500 years ago, basically telling us all about us. All right, they showed us in quotes, movies. All right, so we have to understand, my people, that we have been lied to on every level. Right. It's no, like, you are the God which you seek. You are the power which you seek. You are that which they fear. And I'm gonna show you a quote today, one of the most popular quotes, all right, about your DNA. All right. So first we have to pull the quote up. Let's pull it up. For the images. And like I said, if you've been keeping up with me, be sure to join our Facebook Live lecture tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. If I don't start at 3, just keep coming back, because it's not me, y'all. I told y'all Facebook love pulling me over when I'm on my way to the university to teach the class. You feel me? All right. So let's go. I want to show y'all the quote. All right. And we'll zoom in on who wrote it. All right. So here's the quote. I'll read it out loud. All right. Get my pointer. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That's all I want y'all to focus on. Don't even worry about the rest of it. It is our light. Don't even worry about that. Just focus on the first part of the quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Now, remember, I told you these, and it was written by Mariana Williamson. Okay, so remember, I told you these human beings. All right, along with their technology, the only way that they were able to conquer us was by destroying our energy towers. All right, and cutting our trees down and cutting our connection to nature, to the planet. All right, everything is energy. Okay, so the next thing they used to further make us forget that we were gods was this transatlantic slave trade. And they used a lot of spells, all right, because we are high-powered beings, we are electrical beings, we are high-frequency magnetic beings, electrical beings, the gods of this realm, all right, carbon-based beings, all right. We created everything, okay. So these human beings, along with these reptilian shapeshifters, they had to create a way to keep us from remembering, because the memories is what activates our DNA and the Kundalini energy I've been telling you guys about. Okay, so let's find out Mariana, because we seen her name, right? Mariana Williams, however you said. We see that she was the one that wrote the quote. All right, so let's see what Wikipedia has to say about her. All right. See what Wiki has to say about her, y'all. Mariana Williamson. All right. So this quote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure," was actually stolen from our ancestors. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now real quick, all right? You guys can keep digging on your own, but I want to show you some things, okay? So, keep in mind, people, that she go right there, Mariana Williamson, okay? A lot of these politicians, and she is a reptilian shapeshifter, okay? So in order to even be a politician, especially to become a high-ranking politician, I'm talking mayors, governors, all right? You have to be a reptilian shapeshifter. You have to be a part of the original 13 bloodlines. And that doesn't just go for politics. That goes for entertainment field, and so on and so on, all right? These beings did a great job of not letting their family 13 bloodlines be infiltrated, okay? So she's a reptilian shapeshifter as well. But this quote of "our biggest fear is not that we are powerful beyond measure," that's not how the quote originally went. The quote originally said, "Our biggest fear is that they meaning the blacks and Latinos, are the gods / goddesses. Our biggest fear is that they are not inadequate, but that they are powerful beyond measure," okay? This was the original quote, all right? It should have said, "Our biggest fear is that they are," our biggest fear is not that they are inadequate, but our biggest fear is that they are powerful beyond measure. They took "they" out, because then you would have asked who is they. They replaced "they" with we, all right? So this was done to make you believe that we, all right, that this applies to who? The human beings, all right? And what have they taught you? They have went out their way in their fucking programming institutions called schools to teach us our whole life that we are one race. We are all human beings, all right? This does what? You are what you believe, and your environment is what you believe, okay? Your environment manifests based upon your beliefs, based upon your beliefs, excuse me. Your beliefs directly impact the neurochemistry of your brain, which we've been going over this for weeks now if you've been keeping up with the class, okay? So they cannot tell you that you are gods and goddesses. They can't tell you that, all right? But they don't create anything. They lack a soul. They are soulless beings. So they have to steal our quotes, steal our philosophy, all right, and put their face on it. The same thing with all the gods, and put their face on it. This is why every god in Greek mythology has a white face. Every god in any mythology has a white face. Go to their history books, all the most powerful inventions, let them tell it, they put a white face on it, all right? So their technology is nothing compared to the technology that we have. All right, these human beings still have cave-like technology. All right, it just seems advanced to us because we have forgot who we are. Okay, so let me break her down real quick. All right, keep in mind, she is also an Eastern Star. All right, so the Eastern Stars, the Freemasons, I mean, they have a million different names. All right, let's stay focused. They have a million different names, people. But at the end of the day, all right, they all are the same people, all right? And what secrets are they guarding, all right? Who was she? She was an author. I want you to note that she was an author, okay? Let me show you something about this Freemason, or actually she isn't a Freemason, okay? She would be considered an Eastern Star, all right? Let me show you guys something, okay? So, you don't believe that Mariana Williamson, who wrote this quote, all right, she didn't write the quote, she stole the quote, all right? And this quote comes from ancient Kemetic texts, all right? Like they stole everything else and made books about it, okay? This woman, Mariana Williamson, she has access to our ancient information. All our mystery schools, these human beings, along with their reptilian shapeshifters, destroyed, all right? They destroyed the mystery schools, but they did not destroy the information. They still pushed the information out in front of our face, but they plastered their faces on it. So she is credited for creating this quote. I just let you guys know that she did not create this quote, that it was stolen, all right? But I need to show you guys that she is an Eastern Star. She has connection to ancient texts because these people are all reptilian shapeshifters, okay? So you don't believe that she's an Eastern Star connected to the Freemasons and she's a part of the reptilian bloodline, all right? To get this powerful quote, all right? Right here it clearly says, all right? In 1987, during lunch with a close friend who was struggling with breast cancer, Williamson's friend expressed the need for help. She said for years she had been looking for someone to help her heal, and now she needed someone to help her die. This request inspired Williamson to create the Center for Living, all right? So one of her friends died, let them tell that this inspired her to create a Center for Living. But peep game, after David Geffen, you guys see that? After David Geffen contributed $50,000 to Williamson, Williamson co-founded the organization, okay? And it was called the New Thought Church of Religious Science, okay? So they're taking all our texts, flipping it, putting their names on it, putting twists on them. But they cannot hide the fact that they know that you are gods. We are listed as metahumans in their database, okay? And to prove this, who donated? David Geffen, all right? Who was David Geffen? Let's click on David Geffen. Who is David Geffen? In case y'all don't know, all right, David Geffen, there we go. Born David Lawrence Geffen, February 21st, 1943, age 77. Who is he? He's the founder of DreamWorks SKG / DreamWorks Records / Asylum Records / Geffen Records. Net worth $8 billion. Okay, so we know that David Geffen is the guy that created Asylum Records, all right, along with Geffen Records, all right. And if you know anything about the industry, in order to be the industry is ran by who? The Jewish Mafia, all right. And who is the Jewish Mafia? Just another fancy name for the reptilian shapeshifters because they have 13 bloodlines, okay. So let's go back. So we see that a reptilian shapeshifter contributed $50,000 to her church, the New Thought Church of Religious Science. So pay attention to the name. It's called the New Thought Church. New Thought. I mean, they are destroying the old thought. All right. And then they have church. We know what church does. All right. Spell casting. Religious science. All right. So this lady that stole this quote has direct ties to the reptilian shapeshifters. Why? Because she is one. She's also an Eastern Star. All right. So I'm just showing you these people who be writing these quotes and these so-called philosophers. If you track their history, and you'll see they're all connected, okay? Also, let me show you something. Remember I told you they love the number 13, all right? They love the number 13, don't they? Check this out. Marianna Deborah Williamson is an American author, spiritual leader. Remember, human beings have spirits, not souls. They consider her a spiritual leader because she is using the witchcraft of electricity in the ancient text from us against us, all right? She's a politician and activist. She has written 13 books. Why is it only 13 books? All right. So remember that number 13. Okay. Also pay attention. I want to show you guys something. All right. That's not by accident that she's only written 13 books. Okay. These people play with numbers. Everything is numerology. I'll be making a course on this too. All right. But right now, I'm just doing a quick update about this quote, all right? This is one of the many quotes written about you, all right? Notice, not only has she only written 13 books, but in 2014, she unsuccessfully ran as an independent to represent California's 33rd Congressional District, 33rd degree Masons, all right? There go that number, master numbers, all right? So, Marianna Williamson is a reptilian shapeshifter in the Eastern Star, all right? And she's the same woman who is giving credit for this quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, all right? It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us, okay? Okay? It is our light, okay? It is our light, the light Who represents the light? They do. All right. So, being that everything comes from dark carbon, carbon is the basis from which all life is formed. Even these human beings come from us. Remember that. And even these reptilian shapeshifters, their body could not be made without our carbon. We are the gods of the entire universe. All right. So that brings us back right here. Hold on. What was we at? That brings us back right here, people. This is what you are. This is why they wrote the quote that our deepest fear is not that they are inadequate, but that they are powerful beyond measure. Take a good look at this, people. This is what you are. This is one of the original pigmentations. All right, and we will be shifting here real soon. This is the reason for all this destruction on the planet. All right, so I didn't want to make this video too long. I just want to, point out one of the many quotes written about us. There's many quotes about us and our abilities. There's many movies they have written about us. All their superhero movies, all their Dragon Ball Z cartoons, all right? These abilities, all right? This is what they fear about you. Black man, Latino man, black woman, Latino woman, all right? You guys are gods and goddesses, all right? That which we are nothing less. And the power had been taken away from the blacks and Latinos. They had been enslaved through the transatlantic slave trade. Their memories were erased, all right? Memories have been erased and kept intact. This power, this illusionary power that these beings have over us and our planet was kept intact through these 5 different spells, which I have been breaking down. All right, so I don't want to just tell you that you a god and you a goddess. This is esoterical information, classified and declassified information. All right, so the CIA, FBI, they already know this. They list us, blacks and Latinos, at the moment of conception as meta-humans. And I will be doing another video on all this stuff. All right, so I have a video coming up about the origin story of human beings and planet Earth. I'll be doing videos on the gods, on every extraterrestrial race living in inner Earth, I'll be doing a video on, excuse me, I'm getting a little tongue twisted, y'all. But I'll be doing a video on all the extraterrestrials that are not from our planet, all right? But I'll also be doing videos on the inner terrestrials that live within our planet, within inner Earth. All right, so we'll be touching on everything in this university. But this is just a quick video, all right? Just an example, all right, of how they put the truth right in our face. Truth hidden in plain sight. And with that being said, peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. And with that being said, I leave as I come.